OK, first up today, though, it's that time of the week where we put the latest celebrity showbiz stories under the showbiz spotlight. Now, first up, pictures of Victoria Beckham doing a spot of shopping have emerged in the papers this week because she's not shopping alone. She's got a few helpful men on hand to help her carry her bags, as you can see there. So how's Vicky B got the right idea? Should every woman have a man to carry her bags?
Oh, yes! Yes! I think that's, I think that's very gentlemanly-like, and, I like to put things in the basket and wheel now and again, but when it comes to actually the stacking of it, and in the supermarket that is, as the girls know there, I like to take my bags and then give them to somebody else.
Don't you love Jane's work?
She just made shopping sound like an assault
isn't it?
course.
No, it's true. I mean, yeah, it's nice to have a gentleman around who
Well, and you're very lucky, and I'm very happy for you. Yes. I never had one, and I spent years like a donkey, And in fact, I used to give myself a comparison. How many bags could I carry? To the point that somebody would say, "Can we help you at all?" "No, I'm fine. I'm fine." And then along came Mr. Spain.
Oh.
And he carries the bags. And actually, I said you can, test a man by the strength of if you can wear a pink shirt and carry a handbag. And I've been doing all these book talk things, and I have to give my handbag to somebody, so he stands there with my bag properly over his shoulder, chatting to all the ladies how I was going awfully well, with this sort of bag on his shoulder, and he's marvellous.
He's a real man.
He's a real man, darling.
He even carries your handbag as well?
Yes.
That's
nice.
That's
wonderful. I think it's terribly ill-mannered of a man to watch a lady struggle with her bags, and I have no truck with it, and I will quite happily shame them. Same thing if you're trying to get through a door, or you're watching somebody else struggle to get through, and you open a door for somebody, and they just pass through without acknowledging it. That's when, well, then I go from kind to nasty like that, and I'm like, "You're welcome." No problem. It's the same when I let somebody through in the car. When you flash them to come through and they just drive through, I think, turn the car around, I'm coming back.
Do you know what's even worse is when you don't really want help? All my life I've been helped with bags. All my life, even like with a little clutch bag, people think I can't manage. It drives me nuts. I'm like, I'm all right. I may be very, very small, but I can carry my bags.
Do you know what, when somebody does it, the other day I was doing the weekly shop, and it's so boring, isn't it, ladies? Go in and you buy the same old stuff every week. It's the same old grind, lugging it down to the car, unpacking it again. And it's like, oh, God, it's so monotonous. And I was getting it all in, and I'd hurt my hand, and it was all quite obvious that my hand was hurt. And a man, just a guy that was doing his shopping, came over and he said, "Let me help you." And he packed my shopping and escorted me to my car, and I promise you I had tears in the back of my eyes as I thanked him.
Your handbag.
No, he didn't pinch my handbag.
Well, there was a terrible thing happened to me. I didn't realise. I was staying at this hotel, and, of course, I travel with a lot of cases because I'm on tour.
No!
Yes, I do. I have lots of bags to carry, you see. And I didn't realise. I just saw this fella, and I just said, "The bags are in the back, thank you very, very much." Not realising that it was actually James Martin, the chef. Up the tilly! And he went and got me bags.
No, but the real beauty of that story is that Jane was totally unaware that it was James Martin until he came on the show and went, "By the way, I'm not a bellhop, but I gladly took... He took your bags for you, didn't he?"
I know, I was so embarrassed. I thought I didn't tip him out.
Now, next up, Mick Jagger and his former wife, Jerry Hall, have allegedly put their foot down with their youngest daughter, Georgia May Jagger, over her showbiz lifestyle. The 18-year-old schoolgirl reportedly pulled out of a launch this week because she'd been grounded. Now, Georgia might be the next big thing in the modelling world, but wily old Mick is determined that she gets her head down, cracks on with her studies and gets her A-levels. So, has the former wild man of rock, Mick, got a leg to stand on when it comes to grounding his daughter, do we think? Is
I do
he
think he has,
qualified?
Yes. Yeah, I do. I actually think parents who've been there and done it a bit have more right to say, "Listen, we all know they're going to go and do the opposite of what you asked them to do, but she is 18. We all know well, the world out there is a bad world. Why encourage them in there if you can just say to them, hang on, you've got lots of time, you're doing your A-levels, please, finish that, you'll never have the chance to do them again. Just, and we don't know how badly she's behaved, do we? She could have been really naughty and he's had to...
Yeah, well, you see, but then again, you do look at Jerry Hall and you look at Mick Jagger and their past and you think, well, they haven't done pretty bad for themselves either, do you? So you cannot say to the child, don't do as I do, do as I say. And I must admit, I know a lot of very successful people who left school at 15. So, I mean, what's to say that if you do take your A-levels, that you will get that fantastic job?
I don't think it's the A-levels, I think it's the discipline. I think what the A-levels... Yeah, of course, it's great to get A-levels.
She's 18, isn't she? She's 18.
Yeah, but if she's out... Yeah, but just because some people go out and go mad at 18, I think to try and stave it off as long as possible and keep her away from those temptations, when she's in that world where she's earning quite good money as a model, it's all a bit excessive.
She's out, she's working, learn by your mistakes. I think, let her get out there and do it.
But are you going to listen to Mick Jagger and Jerry Hall if they're your mum and dad saying, in at 10 o'clock, get that makeup off your face?
Because they're their mum and dad, they're not Mick Jagger and Jerry Hall.
But also, in some ways, she's been a model, hasn't she? She's had quite a successful modelling career. I think it's a bit late to say, well, look, you've been a very successful model, you've probably made yourself a few quid, now you've got to stay in, do your A-levels. I think they probably should have put their foot down sooner. And I don't know if
well, we don't know if they have, in fairness to them.
Of course not, but...
And we all know how bad it is as a parent. You get it right one week and then you blow it the next, don't you? So they're trying. Better late than never.
And also, you know, do you remember your 18-year-old self? How easy were you to contain? Not very. I know I needed a firm hand. I spent 3 months grounded. From my parents, fellas.
But you can't rebel, can you? If you've got rock and roll parents, you can't go, oh, you don't understand, you never did what I did, you don't do what I do. Well, they've done it all, haven't they?
What she should have done is stayed in. That would have been rebellion. I don't want to go out. Mick could be going, go out there, babe. I'd rather not, thank you.
Yes, that's what you can do.
OK, time for us to...